Good evening, guys. For the final time this season, we do it. Zenith F1 Esports live here, round at live. Start again. Zenith F1 Esports live in Brazil for round 20, the final round, the final hurrah. Although the championship has been decided already, there is still plenty to play for up and down the championship standings. As the first man out had a lot to play for as well. A top 5 at stake for this man here, Slimbo. 16 for qualifying. We've got a few more joining for the race. We should have at least 19 drivers for the race as we take a lovely rear view shot of Slim just out ahead of his Haas teammate Granty Boy. The final time they're going to be teammates this season. Of course, all change in season 2. So as you can see, drivers heading out. Hilsrap, nice to see Hilsrap back in the pits for the final race. Hilsrap can take 4th in the championship. He's just going to miss out on a 3rd place medal. However, 4th in the championship is up for grabs. Dan Murphy can solidify a top 5 in the championship. He and Slim are going to be going wheel to wheel for that top 5. Slim could catch Hilsrap. Not inconceivable, but it's doable in the championship. Let's get the standings up for you right now then as I speak. So there is Matt 2, he's champion. The top 3 in the championship are done. Trophies and medals are being handed out. It does look a bit zoomed in. He's right. No, it's not. It is a bit. Let me just sort the... Hang on a minute, let me just sort out the viewers have got a point. It's a little bit too zoomed in, isn't it? There we go, let's sort that out. Slimbo already invalidated his sector 1 lap. We shouldn't have a repeat of what we had in last time out in Mexico with penalties galore, that's for sure, that's better. So championship standings is it should be pretty much of a practice session for these drivers to get into Q1. But there we go, Matt 2 is your champion. Ahead of Granty Boy, ahead of Yor. Then Hilsrap, well, he is 20 points ahead of Slim. Slim can get a top 4 with a win, and Hilsrap not scoring. It's doable, it's definitely doable. However, Hilsrap will have his own eyes set on solidifying that top 4 as Frisky Biscuit goes fastest at the moment. There is Hilsrap on screen right now, 4th in the championship. Then Dan Murphy can still take a top 5. It's a long shot, he needs a big result, but he can still do it. And then the big battle for the top 8. Jamie Wan sadly missing the first race he's missed all season is tonight. He holds 8th place. Crazy Paz missing qualifying, and T Sammy's out, which means he'll start at the back with Crazy Paz, with Flying Soz, and with Lennon. So Nova missing as well. So what an opportunity to grab a top 8 spot, let alone top 10 for Drakatos, for Jacob, for Flying Soz. Flying Soz start from the back, but it's so tight between the top 8, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th. Jacob could finish in the top 8 of the championship with a big result tonight. Drakatos very much good as well, and he is a potential race winner around here as we've seen all season. Meanwhile, Jonathan Cox sadly ill and missing. Lucas and BP fighting for pride. BP can claim a top 15 spot. Lucas can as well. Can he beat his rival BP there? Andy, of course, missing. And then in the second half of the championship, which is horribly zoomed in, let's sort that one out. But there's a big battle between Leronix, Frisky Biscuit. Oh, I have really messed this one up, haven't I? Leronix, Frisky Biscuit, Lennon, Shumi Garcia, T Sammy, and Bilton Matt, who can all claim a 21st. They could break into 21st with some big results, but all of them are fighting for some real pride out there. Tell you what, I don't care if it's spot with the championship or not. It means some of these drivers are having a great fun battling it out for these final few positions. A lot of good friendships at stake, a lot of pride at stake, and I'm looking forward to seeing what is going to come from that battle there. Sorry, I'm a bit jumbled up at the moment. Let's get to the action out on track. And so this will be a bit of a practice session then for these guys. Stam out there. Nice to see a return from Stam to Zenith. Of course, a regular in the IRC Elite. Back in the day, a very, very quick driver in the Ferrari. Nice to see his first outing in Zenith. as Hilserapp is back and to the top of the timesheets with 106.8. They're already in the 106s there. As Lucas and Slim. I see Lucas back at the top of the timesheets. Could we be in for a last hurrah of the season for Lucas, who's just starting to pick up momentum again. Frisky Biscuit is so far in the top 5, just ahead of Matt, tell you what. And they're both just ahead of Shumi Garcia. I was telling you about that battle down the championship. Frisky, Matt and Shumi Garcia, and they're already, as Matt jumps Garcia into 5th place, and they're already together and all ahead of Laronix, who then jumps immediately up to 5th place himself. So they're getting some laps on the board. They've just got to keep it out the wall with teeth slamming out. We should have 19 for the race, so don't worry about that. Early stages of qualifying, they're just doing some practice laps out there, getting a feel for the track. There's New Life, who's been a nice reserve driver this season, filled in nicely. Dracotos also on track. So the main trouble point as we ride on board with Dracotos, the main trouble point is the exit of turn 2 for penalties around here. That is the real bit of trouble. Into Juncal goes Dracotos on board with a Greek driver who I cannot wait to see next season. Let's get your season 2 lineup then while we're looking at Dracotos. And there it is. What a lineup. I cannot wait. That is real potential right there. Both Mercedes, Nick Mania and Crazy Power. Full season Nick Mania's been exciting. Then Lucas and Laronix, Dracotos and Jacob. What a team that is going to be. Slimbo Hills are up, another cracking team. Granty Boy, Shimi Garcia, Jamie One, Dan Murphy, Simon and Matt 2. Another great team built to Matt and BP. A great potential there as Dracotos jumps to 3rd in the standings. Outside Nova and Frisky take over the Alpha. Jonathan Cox and Flying Horse, another sneaky good team there as well. Dracotos backs out of it, so on board with BP, currently 6th in the standings. So he's got a bit of fuel on board, but I think he's coming into the pits. Is in lap on the back straight? Yes, he is. Stam is 11th for 112, and again invalidated for Stam in the Ferrari, filling in, of course, for Nick Mania. Final time, Shumi Garcia and Nick Mania are going to be in the Ferraris. I know Shumi Garcia in particular is quite sad to see let go of that car. He's a big Ferrari fan. He loves the Ferrari, and sadly, he is going to have to say goodbye to the car. Dan Murphy, nothing from him, nothing from Jacob as well. Our champion, Matt 2, there he is, just going through the curva. Through Curva de Sol and out onto the Retro Opposite. And then down into the Desierto de Lago, which is right in between the 2 lakes, which in the wet can be absolutely treacherous. And what weather have we got in store for this race? Brazil Interlagos gives you an absolute beautiful mix of weather. Dry now, but it can very quickly change. Now down to this tricky little technical section into Perelino. Into Baiko de Pato. And then Majulo, down the hill into Majulo. Into Juncal. Pretty straightforward track, a very quick track, just a 66-second lap. This in Austria, the shortest laps you'll get on the grid this season. Without a doubt, as Matt 2 looks again, how many times in the season? He looks absolutely nailed to the track and goes with a 106.7 top of the timesheets. And Matt 2 already has set his stall out a 10th ahead of Hilserapp. Hilserapp could have been a genuine championship contender this season, no doubt about it. Hilserapp could have been really a full season right in there, and I'm looking forward to seeing it next season. So everybody through, just practice laps, but I tell you what, Matt will be encouraged. 9th place, he's already had one Q3 appearance. Can he make it to this season? Frisky Biscuit there, 11th place, just behind Matt, level with New Life, just ahead of Shumi Garcia. He's looking pretty handy at the moment. Laronix there in 8th, but look at the times. Although they're pretty much only practicing out there. They're looking, I tell you what, Granty Boy, I wasn't expecting many laps out of today. And he's gone and put himself into 5th place. I know he's watching the football at the same time. Multitasking there from Granty Boy. But he's done enough to get himself into Q2. He should have, as I said, 19 for the race. More are joining as this session goes on. It's been a bit of a scramble for some of the drivers. Lucas and Dracotos are happy. They're done on board with Laronix. Half a second off the top there in 8th place. Just behind BP, well, the smallest of margins, as Matt 2 currently holds, our champion holds the top of the timesheets. And in the pits, Hill shotgun. So a lot of cars, despite there being a bit of a practice session this Q1, are still going out there, still going round, wanting to get the laps in, wanting to feel what the car is like with a bit of fuel on board. Laronix going round again. It's just hugging that inside line. Really tight line. This should be an improvement for Laronix, and it is. It jumps into 6th place now within just 3.5 tenths off the top of Matt 2. This could be, and always is, one of the closest qualifying sessions of the season. Let's ride on board with Matt, who's invalidated, in fact. Frisky Biscuit out there. 4 laps he's done. He's going to be pretty happy, right in the mix there with his teammate. Is this a chance for some rare points for the likes of Frisky? Can Matt get his first points? Can we end the season on a real high? Shumi and Frisky are on the same amount of points. Matt yet to score, but a good haul for him. Can see him jump right up there. New Life yet to score as well. And T Sammy's in there. He's got 3 points, so he'll be starting from the back. Don't forget Crazy Power, T Sammy. Who else we got? Flying Soz as well will be joining. Looking forward to watching Flying Soz come through the field. There goes Frisky Biscuit. Let's ride on board Welsh driver then. This curb here, it's so easy to invalidate, and that is nice from Frisky Biscuit. Always looks like he's got a lovely balanced car. And down the Retopster. So back straight to you and me as I look at that rear shot, the Renault rear wing. DRS shuts close, of course, last time in the Renault for Frisky. He'll be going to Alfa Romeo next season. Now into this little tight technical section. Is he up on his sector 2 time? How is he inside? Really no oversteer, understeer at all. No wiggle from the rear end. It looks nice. The Laronix is done. He's happy there in 6th place. He'll wait for Q2 when we're really going to get underway. Hills up as well. Is done as we ride on board through Peranillo and now the Bica de Pato and into Magella. And Jacob's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. I have never seen that before. Jacob's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. And he will start at the back. What is that about? As Frisky Biscuit crosses the line and just doesn't improve, 0.07 of a second down. That looked a good lap as well. But that is extraordinary. T Sammy then will take part in Q2. But Jacob will start in 16th place with some really fast runners down the back. So we're going to have to watch him come through, of course. He got disqualified from Mexico last time out, of course. Stam crosses the line and should improve, and does, up to 8th place. And look how close the times are yet again. Just 1.4 separating everyone who's done a time so far. Cam Murphy's going to get into Q2 without even doing a lap as well. So Jacob got disqualified for multiple penalties in Mexico. He's not ending the season well. He will start at the back in 16th place. That's an absolute nightmare. I don't know what's happened. So Jacob says his wheel disconnected at the end of the pit lane and it disqualified him. My word. You can't write that drama. Hopefully Jacob can get that sorted, but he's going to have a come through the backfield. I'll tell you what, Jacob's better races are usually when he has to come through the back. I seem to find it focuses him a lot more. I think Lennon will be joining as well. I cannot wait to see Lennon and Jacob come through the back, and Crazy Power when he joins, and Flying Swords. We've got some really quick drivers at the back of the field who'll be joining throughout this qualifying session. Matt 2 is done, so the real action will start in just over 3.5 minutes time. Shumi Garcia there in 13th going again. Frisky Biscuit now 6 laps on those soft tyres. Really getting acquainted with the track, isn't he? Just 1/10 off a top 10. I'll tell you what, he'll take that. A bit of a gap to BP and Matt, but I'll tell you what, Matt won't care one jot, because as it stands, he's looking decent for a potential point. And of course, Matt, New Life, Frisky, Shumi Garcia, Lennon are all in that fantastic little scrap. Frisky 7/10 down, his tyres are pressing their best. Slimbo there, also a few laps on his tyres. As he's hit the wall. It was a lucky escape there, hasn't he? If that was a wheel gone, Slim would have been out of qualifying. As we finish off this Q1. Bit of a damp squid to the start of proceedings. Round comes Slim. So 2.5 minutes, sort of the calm before the storm. Because the next session, it's going to be all go. And it could be as close as it ever has been in Zenith. And Slim's rear looks pretty wild. Granty Boy back up as well. Haas looks like they're in formation for the pictures, aren't they? The last time they're going to be teammates together. Granty Boy going, will be Shumi Garcia's teammate next season. Slim will be teammate to Hills-Are-Up. What a team that is going to be. They're both going to be in the Renault, Hills-Are-Up and Slim next season. As that's Shumi Garcia improving. It was Shumi Garcia up to 10th place and only 8/10 off the top. And since his return, he's just had the one appearance into Q3. Well, actually, I say one appearance. It was Silverstone, wasn't it? He had the one appearance, got himself into Q3 and crashed in Q2 in the wet conditions. And never actually got to take part in Q3 in the end. But I tell you what, Shumi Garcia, Matt and Frisky and New Life are pretty close together. Frisky's now done 8 laps and he's only just down on his own time. So he's only 1.2 off the top. He's had some fuel in that car. He's on worn tyres. And Frisky's got to be quietly confident here that he could possibly make his first ever appearance into Q3. It's going to be tightly fought, I tell you that. So driver's just winding down. There's Granty Boy. Can he improve? Slim is invalidated, so Granty's the main man out there. Through Mugello and into Junção. Bottom of the hill before the climb up. Nothing left to do now except floor it. Pedal to the metal. Hug the inside line as close as you can. Narrow line, don't scrub off too much speed. And after all that, Granty Boy dives it into the pit lane. Trying to get it right, the pit limiter right, of course. And that, I think it's going to be that Shumi Garcia. Is he going round again? Is he going to improve or is he coming in? He's coming in as well. And that will bring to a close Q1. So, like I said, damp squid. However, Q2, it's going to be fun. Look how close those times are already. And don't forget, we will have more cars joining for the race. Crazy Power, Lennon and Flying Souls are all to come. So we should have 19 to take the race start for the final time this season. I cannot believe it's season 1. Already done and in the books. What a season 1 it's been. It's been a great second half. It's been a great end to the season. Now we've had a regularity of drivers, and I'll tell you what, next season Matt 2 will not have it all his own way, that's for sure. And I cannot wait to see the challenges. He's going to get some as well, because at least half that field can challenge Matt 2, no doubt about it. And Q1 finishes a couple minutes early. We'll take that. And into the main action of Q2. This is where now it's crunch time. Those laps for Frisky, those laps for Matt, for Shumi, for New Life. Has it put them in good stead? But it's Matt 2 by 10th of a second ahead of Hills-Are-Up. And Lucas, I'll tell you what, there's early encouragement there for Lucas. Nicely up there into 3rd place and just off Hills-Are-Up. Drakatos there as well. Got a fantastic 2nd place. He was so close to the win last time out in Mexico. Can he put that right? Of course, a podium here could see Drakatos move from 12th in the championship up to 8th. And Matt 2 has left the session. He's got plenty of time to rejoin. I hope that's nothing major for our champion. But Matt 2 has left the session. Let's just see if it's a minor glitch. Leronix there in 6th place. Decent job from the Ronic. So here we go. The main. Hopefully Matt 2 will be in Q2. Because he's left the session. This could be this could throw it wide open. 15 cars. Yeah, Matt 2 thankfully is still there. So this is going to be a bit closer. Matt 2 has joined. Yeah, bit of a relief there. Bit of a sigh of relief for the champion. And I tell you what, some breaking news, guys, in the Formula 1 world. Bit of fitting that we're in Brazil. Formula 1 has confirmed that Sao Paulo will remain the home of the Brazilian Grand Prix through to 2025. There you go, folks. Quite fitting that we're finishing the season here in Brazil, and we're going to be here for at least 5 more years. Great news. A popular track for many, no doubt about it. Right, so what tyres are they going to go on? The field is so close. I cannot see too many gambling on the medium and getting through in the medium. The softs has a big advantage around here, and with the pack being so close, I just cannot see it. I cannot see the advantage of trying to get through on mediums, especially if it doesn't pay off. Then they're in trouble. On board with Slim. Who's the first man out? Who's getting the camera time? It's one of the McLarens. Is that Hills-Are-Up? It is. Hills-Are-Up on the medium tyres as well. In fact, it's not. I've done a disservice to Matt. Matt's the first. Matt's not the first man. It's Lucas. We got there in the end. It's the Greek driver, Lucas, on the soft tyres then. So Slimbo out on mediums. Hills out on mediums. New Life on softs. So straight away, New Life, who maybe wouldn't be expected to see in Q3, has already gone for softs and gone to risk it. Here goes Lucas then to start his flying lap into this downhill braking. Up, then down. Get on the brakes as late as you can. Hug that inside curve. Do not invalidate here. Lucas giving it a wide berth, but now he's made a mistake and invalidated on the exit of turn 3. And Lucas already on a set of softs as well has invalidated that. Already puts to the back foot. What about Hilsrap? He has cleared the first 3 turns and down to sector 1 at 16.5. Patient on the acceleration. Now into the technical sector 2. Break down into 5th gear, up into 6th straight away and straight on the gas. No lift from Hilsrap. He's got some real stability in that car, hasn't he? Then down, and as I say that, I've jinxed it, and Hilsrap goes round. A half spin for Hilsrap, and that has ruined his medium run. Will he go again, those mediums, or will he now pick for a set of softs? But that, I was just saying how stable that car was, and round went Hilsrap into a mini spin. He'll continue through John Coward up the hill. Will he go again, or will he abort this lap and stick on some softs? Drakatos is out on medium tyres. Hilsrap is going to go again. I imagine he'll go again as well. Now Drakatos has stuck medium tyres on. I don't think he was meant to do this. The green tyre wall, matching his green and black helmet. Maybe he wanted one for the cameras. As Slim goes fastest with a 107.8 on the mediums. That's not a great lap time, and Hilsrap, despite that big mistake, is only 6 tenths down. I'll tell you what, and Drakatos struggling to keep his car on the road. Well, it looks nice. Does go well with his helmet, doesn't it? There he is. But unless he knows something we don't, I'm pretty sure he'd be darting back into the pit. So New Life on his set of softs. There he is, starting his flying lap. We've got drivers not venturing out yet. Lucas still out there, trying to get a lap on the board. New Life coming down, and it's a 16.7. In fact, he matches Hilsrap's time. There's a Renault off the road, and it's Frisky Biscuit on mediums. He's lost his front wing. Oh, and looks like Pouillon. Pouillon, that's a corner in Belgium, for goodness sake. Oh, God, it's me. Sorry about that. He's definitely not in Pouillon, a different continent. But Frisky Biscuit has lost his front wing on the medium tyres, so any hope of getting through on mediums has gone for Frisky Biscuit. It will definitely be a soft run for him then. So on board with Shumi Garcia then. What can he do? In fact, back to New Life. He's about to finish a lap. Up John Cow he comes. There's Matt 2. There's a 107.2. That's more like it. That lap could well see him into Q3 on a set of mediums. Can New Life pits? So New Life's not pulled up. BP then. BP out there, the Bredon driver. Last time in the Mercedes for him before he joins Haas and will be teammate to Bill and Matt next season. That's potentially a really good team as well. Looking forward to that. Good dynamic to that team. BP and Matt could really be potentially regular point scorers next season. Hilsrap is definitely going to have to go again and put on a set of softs. Slim closed the gap on 2 laps in the mediums, but he's still half a second away, and BP, purple middle sectors. This could be a good lap here for BP. Can he get to second? Shumi Garcia goes third on mediums. BP's about to jump the order, but where's he going to go? It's second place and does jump Slim, and Slim may have to put on a set of softs, but that's a good lap from BP, who doesn't usually go too well. Ryan Zalagas, here's Matt, and who's got traffic ahead of him. Purple first sector on the soft tyres as well. Hilsrap right behind him, who's also stuck on. Back on mediums. Back on mediums for Hilsrap, so he's sticking with the same set of tyres. They're going to be pretty scrubbed up after his Q1 incident, half spin. So here goes Matt. Matt's not messing around. He wants a second appearance into Q3. He wants redemption for Mexico, of course. Qualified so well in Mexico and is involved as the other flags are for back markers. Oh, that Alpha is in the way, isn't it? It's not. In fact, Matt might get a bit of a mouthful. A nice slingshot here. It's Drakatos ahead of him, and Matt's going to get a lovely slingshot here. DRS, a toe from the Alpha. And where does this put Matt to go second? Just behind Matt 2. But that, again, for Slim, for VP, for Hillsrap, for Shumi Garcia, is surely going to mean they're going to have to venture out a set of softs, aren't they? Frisky's still out in the medium as well. Lucas on a set of softs. A new set of softs for Lucas, of course. He invalidated a couple of laps. Stam out there as well. Granty Boy now out there. Leronix now out there. That's a good time from Matt. Slim on full lap old medium tyres has gone second, just 2/10 off Matt 2. But surely he does not want to start on 5 lap old medium tyres. That will give him no grip off the line. So what is Lucas doing here? Into John Cow, bottom of the hill, and now the long climb up. Get the gas as soon as you can. Don't scrub off too much speed. Be so gentle with the steering wheel. Nothing left to do now. Look, minimal turn-in. And Lucas jumps for top of the timesheets of a 106.9. He was faster in Q1. However, Lucas, again, not messing around on the soft tyres. Dracotos goes into 5th on the mediums. Well, that was a Haas off the road. There's yellow flags for a Haas. I think it was Slim's. It is Slim! Wow! It's where you see him in a wall, and there he is. No damage. Again, in the Sector 2, in the technical section. Well, that's a surprise from Slim. And he's wrecked his medium, so surely a set of softs now. Is a beautiful shot that you can just see Dracotos in the background, and there's Stam in the background as Slim in the foreground. So Matt may have to go again in a set of soft, because now medium runners are coming to the fore. Hillsrap's gone third on mediums. Stam there on his return, 5th on the medium tyres. BP may have to look at a set of softs. Shumi Garcia as well, but Frisky Biscuit, he's invalidated, so he's going to definitely have to stick on a set of softs as well. Looks like New Life and Dan Murphy and T Sammy are looking at a set of softs. If, of course, they're even in the session. So, don't forget... Poor old Jacob disqualified. You can have Jacob, Crazy Pa, Lennon, all at the back of the field. I tell you, and Flying Swords as well. I cannot wait to see those guys taking to the field. So in comes Dracotos. That's Dracotos. So who's out there? So the 6 minutes to go. A bit of calm before the storm. Dracotos coming into the pit. Frisky Biscuit makes his way in. He'll put on a set of softs very quickly. He may get 2 more runs yet. He'll throw away that set of medium tyres. And there is Granty Boy. Who's going to get into Q10? To Q10 to Q3. Oh, at the end of the season. The errors are coming thick and fast from all of us at the moment. Granty Boy on the edge. Should get through his invalid this lap as well. So he may be another one looking to go on a set of soft tyres who didn't want to. At the moment, there's a lot more medium runners. Leronix had a great time there in 2nd place on medium. In fact, the fastest medium runner, Leronix. That's one to watch out for. Had a great outing last time at Mexico. Penalties really denied in Mexico. Had a great opportunity. Granty Boy, a man to be a happy man. Of course, Leeds beating Newcastle 5-2, and he's a Leeds fan. Granty Boy, a happy man. Lucas is done. Top of the timesheets. Hasn't topped the qualifying this season, albeit on soft tyres, but he's done the job. 106.9. The track, though, is not rubbering in. A lot of these soft times are slower than what they did in Q1. Calm before the storm. Here we go. There's Matt out on mediums. So he did his time on softs. And this is interesting. Now the track is more rubbered in. Matt's now going out on a set of mediums. He did his time on a set of softs. So Matt fancying this. Not only trying to get himself into Q3, but would like to start on the optional tyre. Let's ride on board. And invalidates, and that's how easy it is. Got on the gas just too early. Leronix is done as well. He will start the race on medium tyres. So Matt... And he was up as well. He was up in Sector 1, and that's unfortunate. Matt's going to be careful as well, because there's a lot of drivers now on softs. BP, Shumi Garcia, Frisky Biscuit, exit the pit on soft tyres. You've got New Life on softs. Nothing from Dan Murphy or T Sammy. I don't think they're just holding out to the race. So what a chance for Frisky, for Shumi, and for Matt to get through. And Matt can sense the opportunity here. And look, he's only just down in sector 2. Matt will want to keep those mediums in an optional tyre. So maybe we are going to get a few medium runners starting this race. They've got to watch out because there, look, BP, Shimmy Garcia, Frisky are definitely... Frisky is on outlap. That's not invalidation yet. Frisky is 4 tenths off his first ever Q3 appearance. Matt comes in, and I wonder if he's... Well, Matt's risking disqualification. I've seen Jacob being disqualified doing that. So, as it stands, Matt isn't to Q3. As it stands, Shimmy Garcia isn't to Q3 as well. It's Frisky who's just going to miss out with a small budget. Let's ride on board with the Welshman. This could be a potentially huge lap, and yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Hugs the apex, got it spot on. That's your biggest chance of invalidating a lap is there in those first 3 corners, and he's up by 1/10. He needs to find a couple more tenths. He's done plenty of running in Q1. Can he get into Q3 for the first time? This is where the tyre should really help him give him that extra grip. This is where it should pay dividends in sector 2 in the technical tight sector here. And again, it looks beautifully balanced, doesn't it? Back on board with the Renault. Down the gears, hugs the curb, look, nicely on the exit, keeping tight to the apex. This is good, this is good. And what's his sector time? 5 tenths up. This would be enough. And now up the hill. Frisky Biscuit looking to go into quality Q3 for the first time ever. And he's going to give himself a great chance. Hugs the inside line and goes. Oh, he's 11th. He's missed out by 100th of a second. I don't believe it. He's missed out because Granty Boy's got himself into 3rd place. And Frisky Biscuit will be absolutely gutted. And I'll tell you what, Stam's got himself in. Who's so with Granty Boy getting in, New Life is just missing out. In fact, he's done. Oh, and Frisky Biscuit is less than 1/10 of a second. What about Shimmy Garcia? Can he get it through for the second time in his career? Matt's safe then. It's Frisky going again. So Hills are wraps out. So Drakatos on the verge. BP on the verge. And in fact, I wonder if this is a cool down lap and go again for Frisky. Although, would he want to wear his soft tyres out that much? So it's Lucas from the Ronix, from Granty Boy from Mac 2, from Hills up Slim, Stam on his return 7th, and then Matt, and then Drakatos, and then BP. Frisky's going again. So Frisky, a warm down lap and going again. He doesn't care how many laps he puts on those tyres. He wants a top 10 start. He wants a good chance of starting and trying to score some rare points. BP out, the Drakatos out there, Matt out there as well. The track is definitely rubbering in now. So New Life stands, and BP's out because Shumi Garcia, what a lap! What a lap from the Portuguese driver into 5th place. And BP's out as it stands. Drakatos is on the verge. That would be a shock. He started 10th from Mexico. This is no new territory for Drakatos. He's used to starting in 10th. He came 2nd last time out. BP invalidates. He's out. Oh, he's crashed into Drakatos. Oh my word, BP has crashed into Drakatos and he's got a 5-second penalty and Drakatos is out. And he will start 10th if he gets through, and Frisky Biscuits off and he was 2 tenths up. Oh, I don't believe it. Frisky would have got through. Absolute carnage. I have never seen a finish to Q2 quite like it. I have never seen a finish quite like this one. That got silly. I don't know what BP seemed to get confused. Well, BP saying his control disconnected. It did look bizarre. We got it on stream. That did look bizarre. That didn't. And BP is not one for driving into running into a driver. Matt has got through as well. BP 5 grid play penalty. I tell you what, Dan Murphy and T Sammy, who've done nothing all afternoon, are going to qualify 13th and 14th. That's Q2 done. And that, I have not seen anything like that. Well done, Shumi Garcia. Well done, Matt. That's both their second appearances into Q3. Shumi Garcia, absolute star of the show there. 5th place will be on soft tyres, but he won't care one iota. Lucas, some genuine pace. Matt there, well done, Matt. And he will start 9th, whatever happens, because again, poor old Drakatos. Poor old Drakatos. Oh, and for Frisky Biscuit. And he was up. He was up. He would have got through. He would have beat Drakatos. He just had to keep it on the island, and he lost it in Junção. And his first ever Q3 appearance has gone sailing by. But I tell you what, if qualifying is anything to go by, this race could be just as hectic. So, surprise appearances, but Matt and Shumi Garcia are both in. Matt can score his first points, of course. And Drakatos, he finished second, who nearly won the race from 10th place last time out. And yeah, Drakatos is not there. Oh boy. So well done. And Shumi, this will be Shumi Garcia's first genuine Q3 appearance. Of course, he qualified into Q3 in Silverstone, but binned it in the rain in Q2 in Silverstone. Didn't get to take part in Q3. So this is the first time we will see Shumi Garcia. But well done, Matt, as well. Second appearance for him. How high can they go? Although Matt has used a few sets of softs, so I don't think Matt will have a fresh set of softs. And don't forget, it will be Matt, Shumi and Lucas starting on soft tyres in the top 10. Everybody else on medium tyres. So who's going to take pole? We haven't really had a true indication, have we? Oh, we don't want that. That's what we want. All out on soft tyres, of course. We know that. So who's first man? It is Slim first man out with the TV time. So here we go then. What a mental end to Q2. So Drakatos probably confused. Of course, we've had Jacob disqualified from qualifying for stopping in the pit exit with his wheel disconnecting. We've had BP running into Drakatos. And I'll tell you what, BP's going to be pretty peed off because he was looking good. He had some genuine outright pace to challenge for the top 10, challenge for the possible top 5, and he's now going to be starting at the back. So BP said it put him back on the racing line as his controller connected him, put him back on the racing line, scared him, so he immediately went back left off the racing line. Unfortunately, Drakatos was already trying to overtake, and it has ended in tears. We've got 9 drivers out on track, and this man here, who on board with Slim, is ahead of that pack and trying to go for what's going to be another pole position. There's yellow flags for back markers trying to get out of the way. So can Slim finish this season on pole position? What a shame for Drakatos. We've got a bit of a mixed up grid. We've got a great grid. As one of the Red Bulls getting out the way. I think Matt 2 get out the way of traffic. So Slim is about to complete his lap at 50.6, sector 2, and up the hill he goes. What's this going to be from Slim? As I say, a mixed up grid lined up beautifully for hopefully a mixed up race. Hope they can all keep it clean and tight. Slim crosses the line then and goes a 106.8, and that is faster than what he did. Actually, it's probably the same as what he did, and he's straight away beaten by Laronix. I think Laronix looking good, the German driver, going for his first pole. What about Stam? He crosses the line and goes into 3rd place. There's Lucas on I think a used set of soft goes into 4th, and Hilsrap jumps to the top with a 106.7. Oh, I'm genuinely gutted that Hilsrap, we didn't see a full season out of him, because he no doubt would have been pressuring Mac 2 all the way, as many of his drivers would, but look how close it is. Less than half a tenth between the Greek driver and the German driver. It's Slim a little bit further back. What about Shumi Garcia then? First appearance, and Matt's a bit further back, so we'll look at Shumi Garcia, who is just ahead of Matt. He's going through the middle sector now. In the last time out in the Ferrari for Shumi Garcia before he moves. Of course, new team for him next season. Into John Cow he comes, sector 2 done, 51-1. Well, this could put him ahead of Stam. This could put him into 4th place as it stands. There's the AlphaTauri Lucas, and Matt is just behind that. Built on Matt, that is, not Matt 2. Here comes Schumi Garcia over the line as Granty Boy goes into 3rd. And where does Schumi go? Up into 5th place. Good luck from Schumi. What about Bilton, Matt? In his second Q3 appearance, and he jumps Schumi Garcia. I tell you what, 6th place and only 6 tenths off the top. Mighty close. Lucas, look at the top 5. 2 tenths separate the top 5. Matt 2 yet to do a time. He's coming out the pits now. Dirt. Why is Matt? Like Matt 2 is scrubbing his tyres up coming out the pits there. So Drakatos will start 10th. Matt could start a career best 6th. Schumi Garcia, career best 7th. Leronix, a career best 2nd. Hilsrap could be on for his first ever pole position as it stands, but my word, 2.5 tenths separate the top 5. With Matt and Schumi in their own fantastic battle. I'll tell you what, Matt and Schumi be praying for a clean start, because they could really pull away. Stam on his return in 8th, and Matt 2 out of the same. We may get 3 runs out of some drivers, and Matt choosing to go again. So let's go on board with our champion. There he is, Matt 2. Trophy in hand, as of course may see on social media. Trophy in hand now. He is the Season 1 champion. I cannot wait to see him do battle. So I tell you what, these last few races, he's been made to work for it. He has been challenged, and it bodes well for next season. So can he navigate this tricky first little sector? That is how you do it. On the money. Like threading a needle of an eye. And nothing left. That's your main danger points, and he's through in a 16-3. It's a mighty first sector from Matt 2. Can he keep this together? The answer is usually yes, but I'll tell you what, Hills up in the Rolex be going, you've got to be kidding me. They got their first chances at their first ever pole positions, and it's starting to cloud over quite a bit as well. Oh, he's invalidated! Matt 2 invalidates lap 1. I'll tell you what, I proper jinxed it there. I said he was through, and straight away, in a bit of an unusual corner, he has invalidated. So Leronix out on a flying lap again. Let's go on board with the German driver. Chance of his first ever pole. His best qualifying so far was 3rd at Silverstone. However, he was wiped out early on at Silverstone. Can he get it right? He's nearly 2 tenths up. On board with the Alfa Romeo. And I'll tell you what, Leronix not going into 8th gear, is he? That's unusual. Down into 2nd gear, but didn't go into 8th. So a shorter change of gears there for Leronix. Different style. And look, up into 4th. He wants the traction out of the corner. Leronix choosing high gears to get out these corners. Into 1st. That was a mistake. Into 3rd. So yeah, Leronix choosing high gears to get out the corners here. Into John Cow. What's he going to exit here? And he's 2.5 tenths of a second up. Leronix is about to charge the top of the timesheets. And the gauntlet is laid down to Hilsrap and to Granty Boy, to Slim, to Matt 2 and Lucas. Matt 2 back in the pits. Leronix goes top of the timesheets of a 106.5. Lost a little bit of time in sector 3, but my word, that is a time. What about Hilsrap? Oh, he's invalidated, so he's not going to go anywhere. And Stam goes into 3rd place. Great lap from the Greek driver on his return. And now we've got, the top 6 separated by just under half a second. Can Leronix get back into the pits? Should get back in the pits in time and go again. So could Stam. What a return there for the Greek driver. First outing into Zenith since his return, and straight away up into 3rd place. However, I've got a feeling that's going to change with 4 minutes to go. Well, now just waiting for the final runs. Will it be Leronix's first pole? Will it be Hilsrap's first pole? Can Stam get in and out and get his first pole of the season? Could we get a surprise shock from this man here, the Greek driver Lucas? Lucas out, or will the reigning champion reign supreme and come back through to claim another pole position? This is beautifully poised right now. Of course, we've got a bit of a mixed up grid. We've got Jacob at the back, Lennon, Crazy Power, all at the back of the field. BP as well, extremely quick. We've got some fast drivers to come through the pack. And we've got like some Frisky Biscuit starting a good 12th place. One of his highest performances this season. Schumi Garcia and Matt will also be starting whatever happens in personal best grid position. So Lucas out there, Matt 2 out there. They're expecting more to head out. In fact, I can see a Ferrari heading out. That's Stam. And Hills are up as well. So Matt 2 may encounter a bit of traffic here. Fresh tyres for everyone, except Matt, who may have to go on a set of scrubs. Matt 2 may catch that McLaren and Ferrari. It's Schumi Garcia and Hills are out. And Hills are out already getting well out of the way. That's good for the Greek driver. He's not messing around, straight out the way. And now we've got, looks like one of the AlphaTauris heading out there as well. Final runs begin. 2.5 minutes to go. Who's going to get pole position? Big lap here for Matt 2. The track now at its best. Rub it in. Gripped up. It is getting a lot more overcast out there. Rain should hold off. No purple first sector for Matt, or was it? I can't remember. Not gonna lie. Down the hill comes Matt 2. What's the second sector going to be? Is it going to go purple? It does! The map goes purple. It's at 50.2. And is he about to knock the German driver off the top of the timesheets? Holland v Germany here. Look at that tight line across he goes. The shortest distance possible. And he does! By 0.003 of a second. Matt 2 jumps to the top of the timesheets. Lucas crosses the line. And is slower. I think he's going again. What about Hilserap? He's just starting a lap now. So the champion lays down the gauntlet, and Schumi, who is just behind Bill to Matt, is currently quicker. And all 9 drivers are now out there. So what can the Portuguese driver do? Can he get himself ahead of Matt? Can he break himself into the top 7? The top 7 look pretty locked in. Slim out there. Granty Boy also on a flyer as well. Schumi Garcia is the next man to complete a flying lap. And I can see Matt just going again. He's got both AlphaTauris. Lucas is still on a flyer. They're pretty bunched up. They're all on the same part of the track. Schumi Garcia just down in his time. Can he get ahead of Matt? 51 seconds to go. Oh, a little bit wide. Contrasting lines compared to what Matt 2 was taking, and he doesn't do it. He's just missed out. Next is Lucas, who's invalidated. Matt starting a flyer. Matt 2 pits. So what about Hilserap? Can Hilserap deny? Matt 2 a pole and take his first of the season. In fact, he's way down. Let's stand down on that. What about Leronix? He's starting a flying lap. What about the Ferrari Stam? He's starting a flying lap. What about the Slim? No, what about Granty Boy then? Granty Boy, oh, he's 2 seconds down. So this is it. They're all on their flyers now. And Schumi Garcia is ahead of the pack. In fact, no, it's not. It's Slim. Can Slim take a pole position? So that's it. Checkered flag is out. As it stands, our champion is on pole just. And Slim's definitely not going to do it. He's 4 seconds down according to that in Sector 1. Is Schumi still on a lap? The answer is yes. And he's him going faster. Can he jump himself up the order? Can he beat his rival Matt? Now he's hugging the inside as much as possible. Schumi Garcia crosses the line and does it! He's jumped him for now, but watch behind. Oh, Matt's off, so he's definitely done it. So next man of the line is Lucas. Does Lucas improve? Yes, into 5th place goes Lucas. What about Hilserap? Hilserap's up! It's a purple middle sector. Hilserap crosses the line and goes into professional pole by the closest of margins, but Leronix is on there. What about Stam? Stam improved, my word, look at the gaps. Granty Boy goes into 5th place and Leronix abandons a lap. The top 4 are separated by less than 1/10 of a second, and it's the Greek driver Hilserap who takes his first ever pole position. We said it was going to be close. And my word, the top 9 separated by a second. That's great to see. Schumi Garcia just pit Matt by the smallest of margins. Slim down there in 7th place. Lucas, 3/10 off the top, is 6th place. It's by far his most competitive qualifying in a long time. We have got an absolutely fantastic grid. Fantastic grid. This is set up perfectly. My word, what a lap. First ever pole in Zenith. It wouldn't be his first win, however, but look at those gaps. Greece, Netherlands, Germany, Greece. Top 4. What a grid we've got. I am looking forward to this a lot. Let's end the season on a high. And who's going to win this race? Who's going to win this race? I'll tell you what, Brazil always throws up an absolute belter. Again, it's just a sign of things to come for next season. Hills are at Mat 2, Leronix, Granty Boy, Slim, Lucas also close together, and Jacob's not even there yet. And of course, you've got Nick Maley on the sidelines, Simon on the sidelines. What a quali. What a qualifying session to end the season on. That was fantastic. And what have we got for the race? So there we go. Oh, say Lennon hasn't made it. Well, maybe we'll have A16 for the race. So Lennon hasn't made it. Crazy Power's not made it. And Nor's Flying Sods. Well, that's a shame. So, what a race we're in for. For everyone. Oh, Leronix is disconnected. Are we going to have another restart? So it sounds like Leronix is disconnected. And are we going to have a slight pause? Leronix is in the session. No, he's not. He's not in the session. Leronix isn't in the session. So I can't see. Oh, no, his car is there. No, his car is there. So let's hope Leronix can get back in. This will be a real shame. We had this last week, of course. That'd be a real bit of a damp. Then Leronix just missing out on pole position by 800ths of a second. So what tyres do we have as we hopefully see Leronix rejoin? So Lucas, Schumi, Matt all on the softs. Drakatos chooses the mediums because Drakatos was knocked out. Frisky, Dan Murphy, T. Sammy, Jacob, BP. This is set up beautifully. Although Leronix can't take his car. Frisky's gone soft, Dan Murphy's gone softs. I'm not sure what to do because it's only one driver. Usually it has to be more than one driver. This is a tough call. I want everybody in. I want everyone in to finish the season. No, I want everybody there. We're going to restart this race. I want everybody in. I want everybody in for I want everybody to start this final race. We're going to have a restart. I know it's one driver, but it's the final race. I want everybody in. I know it's one. I know we'll make an exception here. But it's the last race this season. Leronix was right in that pole position mix. I want everybody in. So this will be a dummy start. So it's a dummy start. It's a dummy start, and as you can see, the timings. Look at the timing straight away. It's a dummy start, guys. It's a dummy start. There will be a quick restart. I've got the positions. So there will be a restart as the timing screen sorts itself out. Oh God! Someone's just killed themselves into the wall at turn 3. It was Slim. Who has brought the safety car out, but it won't be anything because there is going to be a restart. I'm just going to let the drivers know there is going to be. Oh, of course, somebody on Discord. So there is. I was waiting for the new lobby to be set up, and then we will be restarting the race. I want. It's a bit of this, guys. Trying to restart. So there's the safety car with the green lights on for some reason. Now it goes red. So we're just waiting for a new lobby to be set up. Then we will restart this race. So Frisky Biscuit is qualified. Frisky Biscuit having his moment at the front. Frisky Biscuit has, well, that's, you're never going to see that again. He leads the race. Park's over. He'll be happy now, whatever happens. So we're waiting for BP to set up a new session. So just waiting for the invites, and then we'll be underway. We've got the stand. We've got the qualifying positions. Frisky has had that experience in first place. He's happy. This thing is really hurting my ear. So we're just waiting for the restart. We'll be back underway within 5 minutes, folks. Hold on in there. I tell you what, I've got a chance. That's always been bugging me. Let's move that way. That's better. We can see all the graphics. Invites are out, so here we go. I'm going to take you to the loading screen and talk rubbish while we wait for a restart. Because you don't want to see all this bit. You don't want to see all the invites. So as we invite everybody back in for the restart. We've got grid positions, so we're okay. We're all good. I just want everybody in. I know it's a bit unusual for one driver. We usually wouldn't do it, but it's the last race. Lyronix was right in that hunt. I want everybody in for this final race. I think we could be in for an absolute cracker. So it's only fitting. So Jacob, Lucas, and Slim, and all the former drivers we have there. There's Stam. Last race, round 20. I can't believe we're at the final round. It's quite. I'm going to miss this season. I really am going to miss this season. It's been an absolute cracker. We've had some incredible, thrilling races. We really have. And it all comes down. Well, it not all comes down. The championship has been decided, but it'd be good to end the season on a high. So as we just invite everybody back in, qualifying positions are there already. Last few drivers now joining. Nice quick process. I want to end the season on a high. I don't want drivers missing out. I really don't. So that's 11 of the drivers. So yeah, we're nearly there, folks. We have the qualifying position. So who isn't here? Oh, Hillsrap. Hillsrap's got an invite. So we're just quickly going for the admin. Bear with us. We'll be underway very shortly for the conclusion of the Zenith first season of Zenith F1 Esports, which has been brilliant. Fantastic races, and I am looking forward to this one because this one is going to be just as good. Always great to end it in Brazil. We're not going to Abu Dhabi because we don't like Abu Dhabi. No one likes Abu Dhabi. Never a good racer in real life or on this game. We've ditched it, and I think we'll wait for one driver. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? One driver missing. Who is it? Is it Drakatos? No, Drakatos is in. Neuronix is back in. Who's missing? Who's the one? Oh, Jacob. Jacob. Come on, Jacob. Let the side down here. So we're waiting for Jacob, who seems to be still playing in the other version. That's interesting. So we're going to give it 2 minutes. Jacob needs 2 minutes. Come on. Come on. So, oh, Jacob, what is going on? So Jacob will be, I don't know what's going on here. Unfortunately, we're waiting for Jake. Ah, he's here, he's here, he's here. Here he is. Right, so. Let's go. Let's have a, let's. So we're sorting the grid out. So we wouldn't usually do it for one driver, but I just want everyone in for the last race. I just want everybody in. So here we go. BP setting the grid up, and we will go. And I can check the football scores while we're doing this. Liverpool 1, Spurs 1. That's why Lennon is missing. He'll be watching the Liverpool game. So we wait for the go from BP. Go, go, go. We are go. So we are going to be back underway. Let's take you back to the screen. Ba-da-ba-ba. Here we go then. Round 20. The last round of the season for Zenith F1 Esports. Let's have a good one. Can Matt get his first points? Let's go for the championship standings quickly. So as you know, there's your top 10. Slim can take a top 4. However, Hillsrap's in a great position to deny him that, isn't he? On pole position, Hillsrap himself can just get behind his fellow countryman Yor for the top 3. Dan Murphy can also get a top 5 with a good result here. But Jamie's missing, so 8th, 9th and 10th are all up for a grabs. And there's a big queue of drivers behind trying to take it. As you can see, Drakatos on 73. He's in a great position to try and jump in the top 8. Jacob, well, he's got to come from the back, but he can do it as well. BP, well, no flying sods, so BP could, well, he could jump 15th. Lucas can jump his rival BP. Two fellow admins going at battle there for a top 15 place. And let's scrunch up. This is a really intriguing battle we've got ourselves here. So, Lennon's not here, so Laronix there in 24th should improve that. But Frisky Biscuit, Shumi on the same points. T Sammy one behind, and New Life and Matt yet to score. But I tell you what, they could all score. And the battle of pride between the Welshman, the Greekman, the Portuguese, and the British driver, I tell you what, that's going to be intriguing. I know it's only 26th place they're all fighting for, but my word, they'll take it. They would love it. A lot of pride at stake. It's only 26, but Frisky would love to hold on to that 26th place ahead of Frisky, ahead of Shumi, ahead of T-Sammy, ahead of New Life, and ahead of Matt, who are both looking last two for their first points of the season. But my word, that's I don't care if it's the minor points. It's still a great little battle to watch there. And of course, they're all in different teams next season. Look at that teams for next season. My word, some absolute beaut teams for next season. So formation lap, we're underway, 36 laps. This should be quite a quick race. It usually is round here. So there are the tyres. Yeah, everyone's gone to the same. Good to see. BP, of course, starts last after his incident with Drakatos. So Hillsrap, his first ever pole. Can he convert it to a win? Matt to the champion in second. Laronix hasn't been on the podium yet. Can he get his first podium in Zenith in the last race? Stam on his return to Zenith there in 4th place. A brilliant qualifying session. Granty Boy just ahead of Lucas and just ahead of Slim. Lucas on the soft tyre, don't forget. Slim there on medium. Shumi Garcia also on the medium tyres. Bilter Matt on the softs. Richard Ball says Granty Boy for the win. Well, it could. I tell you what, that would be a hell of a win from 5th place. Granty Boy has not ended the season like he'd want to. He's wrapped up second in the championship. Can he end on a high? Because it's been a pretty miserable second half of the season for Granty Boy. Matt there, second ever time into Q3 and qualified 9th on the soft tyres ahead of Drakatos there on mediums. New Life there on mediums, 11th. Then Frisky Biscuit down there, field soft. They're looking to get some overtaking done early on, going aggressive. T-Sammy, Jacob, watch out for Jacob, watch out for BP and the medium tyres. They are out of position, as is Dan Murphy, as is Drakatos to a certain degree. Hopefully they've all remembered the setups on this restart. Here we go. One of the most bizarre starting grids on the calendar, of course. The top half of the field are going uphill and the second half of the grid are going downhill, which for some reason hasn't caused as many dramatic starts as you'd think. Right, let's get the position changes. Here we go then, folks. We wait for the lights. They're on. That's the angle we want. And the round 20 from Brazil is go. And it's a good start. Well, it's a good start from Hillsrap. Ignore the graphics, but it's Matt 2 that leads. What a start by Matt 2. And it's the Ferrari of... That's not Shumi Garcia, is it? Can't be. The timing screen is all messed up. It's Stam into second place. What a start by Stam. And they've all made it through turn 1, but it's Matt 2, the champion leads. Will they all get through turn 3? It looks like all the two Hasses are coming together. Slim and Granty Boy make contact. So what a start by Stam, up 2, Hillsrap's gone down 3, Lucas up 1, Slim up 1, Drakatos, because Granty Boy's gone down 3. Frisky Biscuits there in 10th place, what a start, BP already up 4. And fighting there with Jacob, this is great. Jacob and BP already making their way through the field. T-Sammy and New Life have just dropped to the back, but my word, BP has to yield to Jacob. Already up 3 places down for Jacob, but it's the champion Matt 2 who's made the perfect start. So what a start. We've got the start we wanted. Matt 2 leads, but it's Stam into second place. On his return, the German driver Laronix is third place. This side by side. Here comes Drakatos, just like in Mexico. He's third again, Up into 6th place already. He's past Slim, and he had a win cruelly denied last time out. He's gone for it. There goes Jacob up to 11th place already. Shumi Garcia is going backwards, and LeRonic's going, in fact, oh, it's the timing screens, but look at that already. Oh, is that a spinner? Was that Slim? It was. He made a mistake, and now Granty Boy right on his rear end. The two Hasses nose to tail, but they'll be hoping that was further on up. And right behind them is Matt and Frisky Biscuit. Matt and Frisky Biscuit are both fighting the two Hasses. Oh, penalties. Shumi Garcia, 10-second penalty. Oh, he's off the road. And he's out. Oh, no. His best ever starting position. And it's a virtual. Oh, BP. Has he come together with BP? BP now 15th. And front wing damage. I think Shumi and BP have come together. Virtual safety car out. And BP's out. Oh, what a rotten end to the season for the Dutch driver. And we're down to 14 already then. So let's just draw breath. Hilserath from his first ever pole drops down to 4th. What a chance for Matt to score his first points. What a chance. There he is, Frisky Biscuit, his rival. And of course, Shumi Garcia won't score with green flag, we go! And Matt too's got the jump, 1.2. In fact, LeRonic's right behind the back of Stam. With Hilserath, Lucas Drakatos, here he comes. T-Sammy passing New Life a bit further back, there he is. And Jacob already getting past Frisky, who's now been pushed out the points, but he will beat Shumi Garcia this season. And that is not a medal on your that's not a bad medal on your mantelpiece, but Jacob Bradbury, as I said in qualifying, has his better races coming through the field, and he's already doing it again. There is the champion Matt 2, but Stam has got his mirrors full of the Alfa Romeo. What a start to this race. Granty Boy down 3 places right behind his teammate Slim, who's dropped back from Drakatos. Oh, yellow flag and Slim's out! Oh, and the exit of John Cow! What a rare place, that should be a safety car, surely. What a rare place to lose it. Did him and Granty Boy come together? And an overtake from a virtual safety car. Granty Boy fastest lap, and that was called very, very late. 13 runners, 3 retirements in the first 3 laps. Slim is out, the former champion's gone. Frisky Biscuit's back at the points, folks. Matt up to 8th place. Has Granty Boy got damaged? What on earth happened between the two Hasses? So virtual again while they retrieve Slim's Hass. That's Slim's first DRS in about, I think, 8 races. Oh, drive-through penalty for our pole sitter. He's about to be passed by Lucas. He holds on. Lucas has got a fantastic turn of pace here. He is on the soft tyres, mind you. But my word, the pole sitter's dropped 4 places, and now he's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. It's all gone wrong, and it's a long pit lane, short track. This is the last thing Hilserath wanted. Matt 2 still leads by 1.6 seconds. We should have DRS activated again, and Hilserath should have it. And tell you what, it's Lucas on the attack, and Hilserath takes it now. So Lucas gets a free shot DRS. Oh, I cannot believe what is going on. Everyone jumps up and look, Jacob's got past Matt. I don't think Matt's going to fight that one too hard. Jacob is a man on a mission. He was disqualified from qualifying, don't forget. Already into P7, what a drive from 16th. But I tell you what, Matt's still in the points. Frisky, oh, he's under attack here from Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy coming back through the field as well. On board with the English driver on the inside of the Welshman. Oh, he's run wide and Frisky gets back through. Oh, but he's on the grass. Don't make contact, boys. And Dan Murphy now gets back through. Oh, great little battle. However, Frisky's still in the points, but he's on the soft tyres. I tell you what, they're still there, just behind Matt, who's just behind Jacob, who's just behind the back of the top 6. There's no field spread. Now LeRonic's is 1 point. In fact, LeRonic's has got past Stam, so we've missed it on camera. LeRonic's has taken 7th place. Richard Ball says last race, everyone going for it. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. 3 retirements already. Some rare points up for grabs for the likes of Frisky, for the likes of Matt, for T-Sammy, New Life. Matt 2, fastest lap. Champion or not, last race or not, Matt 2 is still going for it. Now Stam down to 3rd. LeRonic's is on for his first podium. In fact, Stam hasn't got a first podium yet either. And by the way, if it was to stay like this, and the Ronix and Stam both scored podiums, we would have 20 different podium runners this season. Look at that, there's no field spread. You can see the whole field down the back straight there. Well, except Hills are out, of course, who's taking this drive-through penalty. But this has got a feel to a race where anything can happen. Lucas enjoying those soft tyres, 4th place. Where's he kept this all season? He said himself it's taken a long time to get used to no traction control. And it looks like he's finally there. A great battle here as well between Dan Murphy and Frisky Biscuit. T Sammy just 1.4 behind the medium tyres. Lap 6 of 36 already. And the Ronix is gapping Stam. Stam's going backwards a little bit, struggling for speed. Can Lucas get himself into the top 3? Lucas had that rotten run of results. 8 races without scoring a point. He broke that in Silverstone. And is he going to go for a move on the inside? Can't quite get past Stam, holding it tight there. 2 Greek drivers, of course. In fact, 3 Greek drivers, because Drakatos also from Greece. And there's Granty Boy. He's in the mix as well. Now, there's Lucas Husker on the outside. He's going for it. He's going for it. And Stam keeps the inside. He'll run out wide. Drakatos, Lucas will again have the inside line. Oh, he's gone round. He's gone round. And he's hit the wall. Oh, what a shame for Lucas. No front wing damage, thankfully. But that surely killed his soft tyres. He went for it. He went for the 3rd place. It looked like no contact, but Lucas has now dropped down to 6th and has given those soft tyres a massive flat spot. Oh, what a shame. And now it's a turn of Drakatos, who started 10th. And just like Mexico, he's back. He's made his way back through. I tell you what, Lucas in trouble here. Jacob's right behind him. And Granty Boy's in the mix as well. They're in 5th place. And the Ronix is catching Matt too. Now, I am expecting Jacob to fly down the inside of Lucas, and through he goes. Oh, what could it be? And now Lucas, all of a sudden, is in the clutches of Dan Murphy, who's got past Matt, up into 8th place. What a drive through for Dan Murphy. Frisky and Matt still holding on to the points, but there is T Sammy. I tell you what, T Sammy's got eyes on that little battle. Now Ronix is catching Matt. He's bringing him in. They're dropping Stam, who seems to be spending more time defending, because he's now got Drakatos and Granty Boy right behind him, and Jacob's there as well. And I don't want to jinx it, but Jacob hasn't picked up a penalty yet. Lucas still in that mix, but my word, he's going to be kicking himself. Now it's just saying how he's got used to no traction control when he goes round. Ronix is just out of DRS from Matt 2. There goes Matt 2. There goes Ronix. Netherlands v Germany. Rear end through from Ronix needs 2 seconds. And tell you what, he's going to be very happy that Stam is keeping everyone behind him, because he's now 2 seconds back and he's holding up Drakatos. And Granty Boy Granty Boy's biggest problem in the second half of the season has been strategy. Coming in too early, putting the wrong tyres on, making the wrong call. Can he get it right today and get himself a possible podium and more? Now Drakatos feinting down the inside, giving Stam plenty to think about in his rear view mirrors. Ferrari versus Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo finishing the season really strong. Of course, the Ronix will have a new teammate next season. So will Drakatos. They're both leaving Alfa Romeo. Drakatos absolutely hounding the back of that Ferrari, and the Ronix is in DRS of Matt 2. But look at this battle. Jacob's dropped back a little bit. I thought Jacob would be right at the back of this battle, but he's dropped back. Lucas is dropping back. He's got Dan Murphy, Matt and Frisky and T Sally right behind him. And there they all are coming through the shot. There's still very little field spread. Now the Ronix is in DRS, on board with the German driver. Starting lap 10. Now 2.6 ahead of Stam. Stam's got his mirrors full, because there's Drakatos down the inside into turn 1 and turn 2, and he's done it. Drakatos is released from 10th to 3rd. What a drive through again. And it's Alfa Romeo 2 and 3. Now Stam will have the DRS. Can he have a look at the inside? Has he got any reply? The answer is no. What a fantastic race so far. Granty Boy still there in 5th place, still in that hunt for the podium as well, but he will now want to try and get past Stam himself. Richard Ball says great defence from Stam. It certainly was, but I just feel now he's on the back foot a little bit. What about Leronix? Drakatos now 3 seconds behind this battle for the lead, and the champion's being caught. Is this a sign of things to come for next season, of course? Matt 2 v Leronix. Drakatos, who we know is so good in his tyres that near Stam, I've got a feeling Granty Boy is going to be right. Well, I'll tell you what, Stam may have DRS still. DRS for this man, but he can't get close enough to Matt 2, but the gap comes down to half a second. What about Stam and Granty Boy? Nothing doing, but look at this, the little mini DRS train with Jacob having by far one of his best races of the season, just for the fact he's got no penalties so far. Dan Murphy right behind the back of Lucas now in the DRS range, having a good race, and that is Hilserath passing New Life. Of course, Hilserath with drive-through penalty has really cost him, but he's coming through. New Life 13th, Hilserath 12th, T-Sammy 11th, and he's right behind the back of Frisky Biscuit. Frisky holding on to a point by, oh, and a penalty as well. That is not what you want to be doing, Frisky. Chance of rare points, especially this race of attrition at the moment, and he's picked up a penalty. And that will be, oh, Stam's off! Stam's off the road, he's going round! What is going on? He rejoins right in front of Matt, who goes round the outside! Woo! What a move by Matt, not messing around there at all, get out the way! He wants to get cast between him, Frisky and T-Sammy, of course, but Stam, who is second at one point in this race, has fallen down to 9th. And like Hilserath is now going backwards. What on earth happened there? Oh, and I've jinxed it. Jacob has got a penalty. But now this, with Hilserath and Stam falling backwards, it's broken up this battle. Leronix is still in DRS of Matt, but Drakatos now 3.3. There he is. And there is Granty Boy going with him. I tell you what, Granty Boy will be mighty relieved that Stam's out the way. He can get on his own race. Lucas doing a good job there in 6th place on the soft. Of course, Lucas at one point was fighting at the front. He's had a spin. Eventful race already, 12 laps in. Richard Ball says another great race, it really is. And there is still plenty more to come in this one. I feel we're going to have some surprises. Dan Murphy doing a trademark run through the... Dan Murphy's got some real speed. Those soft tyres though, how long will they hold on for? It should be an easy one-stop this race. And Stam... who's off? Oh, it's Matt off the road! I do not believe it! Oh, and now passed by Hilserath. How many spinners are we getting? What is going on? Matt off the road. And the chance of his first points of the season has just been dented. What happened? No damage. Looked like a carbon copy of what Stam did a lap ago. Puts Frisky into 9th place. Oh man, how he'll want to shake off that penalty. Stam's already now 4 seconds up the road. I tell you what, Dan Murphy right behind Lucas. And Granty Boy's caught Drakatos. Look at the mini DRS, but loads of battle for first, battle for third. Hilserath picks up a penalty. He's catching the back of T-Sammy, who's still right behind. So if you look at the front, you've got a battle here. DRS for Matt and Leronix. Well, in fact, Leronix just dropped out the DRS. Then you've got the battle for third between Drakatos and Granty Boy. You've then got a battle between Lucas and Dan Murphy. There they are. They've then got Stam and you've got Stam, Frisky and T-Sammy fighting for the tail end of the points. And Lucas pits. Oh my word! Are you gotta be kidding me? Speeding in the pit lane. 5-second penalty for Lucas. Medium tyres, they will comfortably go to the end. But now Lucas carries a 5-second penalty. I can't keep jinxing drivers like this. I really can't. Right. So 5 seconds onto Lucas's name, medium tyres. Who was that having a look? Matt trying to get past the back of Hilsrap. Matt will be desperate to get back in the points. He'll know Hilsrap's got a penalty, but he's on the soft tyres, of course. Frisky in 8th. Let's take a moment here. Frisky has not run as high as 8th all season. He won't care about his penalty. And he's genuinely fighting there. T. Sammy and keeping with Stam. That gap is still 1.8 between him and Stam, doing a fantastic job. I'm just looking at that gap between Granty Boy and Drakatos. There they are. How big is the undercut round here? Pit lane open for the one-stop strategy, so we may see Dan Murphy in this lap. We don't. And Granty Boy is tucked up right behind the room. The leaders are still separated by 0.8 per second as well, but I feel the action's going to come here. And T. Sammy down the inside of Frisky, but Frisky's fighting for it, and Frisky gets back through. Great stuff. Great racing between Frisky and T. Sammy. Matt picks up a penalty. Oh, Matt's chance of his first points. I tell you, this is music to Frisky Biscuits' ears. He is absolutely fighting tooth and nail for those rare points. He's on 5 this season, level with Shumi Garcia. And of course, he's fighting T-Sam in the championship. He's fighting Matt in the championship. Yeah, it's for lower positions, but they don't care one jot. Cracking race. Cracking race. Right, what can Granted Boy do about... And of course, who's going to blink first? Because these guys are going to be in for softs very short in the next 4 or 5 laps. If you're Leronix, if you're Granty Boy, surely you've got looking at pitting first before your guys in front of you. Jacob just 2 seconds behind. And again, lock up at the brakes for Drakatos, now 3.7 behind the leaders. He's lapping now, the same as the leaders. Stan was a bit of cork in the bottle, wasn't he? And T-Sammy again with Frisky Biscuit. There they are. And this time, it's the grid driver that comes, and he picks up a penalty. My word. So T-Sammy has got past Frisky. Of course, I think Frisky's tyres have seen their best life. In the background, Hilsrap, who's trying to get back through the field as well. But as it stands, by right, Frisky Biscuit would be in the points. My fingers are crossed. It would be like a Minardi scoring a point. It really would if Frisky can hold on. For those that are old enough to remember Minardi back in the day. Or a Tyrrell. Or an old Arrows. And now I'm showing my age. Or let's say, make it more recent, a HRT. Or a Virgin Media, or a Caterham, or Lotus. You get my drift, Marussia. It's that sort of occasion when the minnows of Frisky are fighting tooth and nail. Now I've called it. Frisky and Jacob are both pitting early. They're going for the undercut. Sorry, not Frisky, Leronix. Hard tyres, what? I'll tell you what, now that's a bit of a game changer. Hard tyres. Softs with low fuel on board, I thought would be worth the risk. Okay. Oh, bad news here for Leronix. He's come out in a heap of traffic. That's T-Sammy, that's Frisky, and Hilsrap right behind. Frisky's on the fresher, well, he's not the fresh tyre, but the warmer tyres. Right, so will Mac 2 and Drakatos and Granty Boy then hold on for the soft tyre window? Hilsrap passing Frisky. Where's Frisky gone? Oh, it's just a move. It's just a move. That's just fresher tyres. Richard Ball says keeping up with the footy with the amount of penalties given out. That reminds me, actually. Just checking the scores. So lap 17. Yeah, Matt 2 goes on. Drakatos goes on, Granty, so I know, pretty sure, and Stam, so they're going to hold out for the soft window. So Leronix, who needs an undercut, needs to get past T-Sammy to make the strategy work. And T-Sammy's fighting it. He's making Leronix work for this. Jacob and Lucas side by side. Lucas fastest lap. Oh, what's going on here? Frisky's pitting. Surely medium tyres for him. I can't believe we got such a split in strategy. Jacob pits onto the hards, and Leronix does get past. 5-second penalty, a 3-second penalty. Now Leronix is through. Can Hilsrap follow through past T-Sammy as well? Leronix needed that doing about half a lap earlier though. Oh, and Lucas picks up another penalty. Where's Matt shaping up in all this? He's 12th, 3 behind Frisky. Frisky on the fresher rubber and the quicker rubber. The Ronix has to pump in some mighty laps here to make this strategy work. He's got to undercut Matt 2, but then Matt 2 will come out on the soft tyres, and then we should get an absolutely fantastic battle between Matt and Leronix for the win. On completely different compounds, albeit. So Leronix is on, he's gone. And that is T-Sammy passing, that's Hilsrap passing T-Sammy, swoops inside, and we'll have this lap weaving, please, Hilsrap. Putting a number on his good friend T-Sammy. Lucas, who's got a ton of penalties. Dan Murphy, fastest lap, hello. Dan Murphy, fastest lap on the medium tyre, so he's going to the end of those mediums. He's in a really good position. Another trademark race here from Dan Murphy. New Life 10th hasn't stopped. Frisky 11th has stopped. Only 3 seconds of penalties. He would be in the points by right as it stands, and he could undercut T-Sammy, who's too busy fighting with Hilsrap. Oh, this is set up absolutely beautifully. A mix and strategy, exactly what we hoped for. And it could give us some real surprise results. Now, Leronix he's not really catching Stan. Those hard tyres, I wouldn't say are working for him just yet. Let's get the gap to the leader. So he's 19.4 behind Matt 2. It's not coming down as much as he'd hoped. He has to keep pushing, because when Matt 2 comes out, he's going to be on the soft tyres if you can get any undercut at all. Matt 2, Drakatos, Granty Boy are all, in fact, they're only 4 seconds behind. What a shame that they got held up behind Stan, because they could have been up fighting Matt 2 and Leronix for the win. Still a long way to go in this race. And there is Granty Boy. I can't but feel Granty Boy's got some pace. He's stuck behind Drakatos, if he can get past Drakatos. Jacob, fastest lap. Who's dropped to the back of the field, Jacob, after his pit stops. Has he had a bad stop somewhere? I wonder. Medium runners go on. Is Matt 2 going on? The answer is no. In he comes. So here we go then. For the sake of the race, we need Leronix to jump Matt. Granty Boy going on. So Granty Boy is risking an undercut. Soft tyres for Matt 2 now. The big question is, where is Leronix? There he is. Oh, I think he's too far back. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Here comes Leronix. Has he jumped Matt 2? The answer is, I don't think he has. It's going to be close, but Matt 2 up the inside. On the soft tyres, it looks like it's close. Oh my word, they're side by side. At the pits comes Matt 2 on the soft tyres. And Matt 2 holds the lead by the smallest of margins. Oh, that will be devastating for Leronix. And I'll tell you what, with Drakatos now on the soft tyres, he's going to have to, I think he's going to have to watch his mirrors. Drakatos and Granty Boy could now come at Leronix. Another first podium of the season could be denied. Matt 2 should pull away on his soft tyres now. And I would expect Granty Boy to stop this lap. He doesn't want to lose too much time to Drakatos, who's behind Hilsrap, who I'm pretty sure he picked, and Granty Boy does pit this lap. So I'd imagine with the undercut, he'll drop a little bit of time to Drakatos. Drakatos going to pick a nice bit of DRS off Hilsrap, who's surely pitting and is. Excuse me. So Granty Boy indeed comes out behind Drakatos there, not going to be as close. Leronix is still sticking with Drakatos, with Matt 2. I'll tell you what, Drakatos is closer. He's pulled 2 seconds in on Matt 2. Granty Boy's dropped a, let's have less of that camera angle. So Granty Boy's lost out. There's your fastest laps. It's Dan Murphy. That's going to change as well, I've got a feeling. But Drakatos has definitely gained on the leaders. Is this going to be another race where Matt 2 and Drakatos are going to contest for the win? Lucas third, fifth outright. He's got a bit of penalties. Dan Murphy will be looking at a top 5 here. Stam now on the soft tyres. What can he do in 7th place? Hilsrap has recovered to 8th after his drive-through. And there, T-Sammy in the points on the soft, and there is Frisky Biscuit on the mediums and is in the points. He's 3.6 ahead of Matt, who is yet to score a point and is just 3.7 away from his first points. However, the Joker could be Jacob. Dracatos fastest lap. He's rapidly catching Leronix, who's lost Matt too. But Jacob could spoil the party for the Welshman and for the Englishman, because he's right behind the back of Matt. There he is. Why did Jacob fall so far back? Unless he had a front wing change. That's the only thing I can think of. I expect a move here. So New Life has pitted. He's 13th. So here goes Jacob. Oh, Frisky's 2.8 off the back of T-Sammy, but he's on soft tyres now. So the only hard runners are Matt and Leronix. There's T-Sammy in 9th. T-Sammy's got this crafty way of creeping in the points without pretty much getting unnoticed. And Jacob and Matt, there they are. Matt holds his own. And why not? Jacob down the inside, it's not really an overtaking move. Backs out of it. Matt's been in esports long enough to know that is a no-go for Jacob. Dracatos has caught Leronix. My word, Granty Boy fastest lap, but he's 2 seconds back from these two, because there is Dracatos, and I bet Leronix is kicking himself, put the hard tyres on. He's got to be. I don't think he'll have much defence. Here goes Dracatos around the outside. Leronix can only watch as his teammate goes by, and yet again, for the second race running, it's 10th to 2nd for Dracatos. And I'll tell you what, Granty Boy could pick a pair, and Jacob now does get past Matt. And now Jacob will get on hunting Frisky down and take away some rare points. No! Jacob weaving, made a mistake there. Trying to break Matt's toe, and DRS, Matt keeping right behind the back of Jacob. He'll be hoping that Jacob can, oh no, 6 seconds of penalties for Matt. Matt will be hoping that Jacob can take him to Frisky. Lucas with 8 seconds of penalties. My word, that's going to drop him potentially down to 7th place. Stam has caught down Murphy. What about Leronix? Yeah, he's still in the DRS of Dracatos. Dracatos now 2.2 behind. Of course, Dracatos won in Singapore. He was cruelly denied in the late stages of Mexico last time out his win. Leronix has to keep the DRS of Dracatos, because otherwise he's going to get sucked into Granty Boy. Ah, Dracatos penalty! Oh, I've jinxed it again. And that 3 seconds is huge. That's going to cost him a podium place as it stands, and I'm pretty sure that gifts for the second race running Matt to a potential victory. Oh my word. And now Dracatos can only pray that Leronix, who also got denied his first podium by penalties last time out, he needs Leronix and Granty Boy to pick up penalties. And also get his foot down. He's got to pull away. And it's exactly what he's doing. He's on it. Granty Boy is now catching the other Alfa Romeo. What a podium. He's going to be jumped in a few places. Of course, he's up one, but he had a bad start. He was running an 8th at the start. Banging wheels with his teammate, now into 4th place. Dracatos up 8. Another big winner is Dan Murphy up 7 with no penalties. Yellow flag and Matt's out! And he's binned it. Oh, let's have a safety car. Oh, I'm surprised that isn't. Oh, he's binned it in the middle sector as Stam gets past Dan Murphy. And I can't believe they're not calling a safety car for that. And what a shame. Matt will end the season on no points. And Stam penalty. Oh no, and Frisky is just 1.1 ahead of Jacob. And Jacob's a man who usually picks up a ton of penalties, and he'll be praying that that's the case. What a shame for Matt. Matt was looking like he could really score a good haul of points, but I tell you what, Matt is in a good position for next season, I'll tell you that. So Matt 2 leads by 2 seconds now, and look at this, Granty Boy in the DRS, 10 laps to go. And he's now in the DRS of Leronix. And Dracatos nearly has that 3 second gap to Leronix. Granty Boy knows if he can pass Leronix, he can possibly take second. Second in the championship and second in this race, up for grabs. Dan Murphy right behind the back of Stam again. There he is. Where do we go? Will Granty Boy make a move this time by? With 4 laps to go. Nothing doing this time on board. LeRonic's going defensive. Holding out. Just hold up Dan Murphy on Stam. Dan Murphy is really on for a top 5 here. Lucas's pace is good. Lucas will be kicking himself for that mistake he made earlier on. And Granty Boy is tucked up behind the German. The rear wing of the Alfa Romeo is just there. Jacob penalty, that's music because he's just passed Frisky. But he needs now to get a 3-second gap. Oh, there is Frisky. He's going for it. Is he going for it? Down the inside. He's gone for it. Oh, and just... He's probably given Jacob a bit of a warning there on track, but my word, he's going for it. He's 2 tenths away from some rare points. However, he has got 3 seconds in hand over Jacob. And Granty Boy passes LeRonic's into 3rd place. And if he can get within 3 seconds of Drakatos, he will be 2nd. What a fantastic race and finish for Granty Boy. Where's this been all season? He's going to finish 2nd in the championship, but his second half of the season has been miserable. Granty Boy, oh, the LeRonic's going to come back. LeRonic's, he'll be kicking himself. Strategy may have cost this man a podium. Probably has. Behind Dan Murphy, still no penalties. He's had a fantastic race. He really has. And Frisky holding on. Oh, as it stands, he would score a point, but he has to stay within 3 seconds of Jacob, who could spoil the party for the world. Oh, and it's another penalty for Frisky Biscuit. And that will cost him. And now he's running around praying for 1 retirement from the front 10. Matt 2 leads by 1.6. I tell you what, Drakatos will be kicking himself for that penalty because now he has reeled in Matt 2. Granty Boy is 1/10 of a second away off 2nd place with the penalties. Lucas is only 8 seconds back. Lucas's spin and penalties has cost him a big result today. And for the 2nd race in 3, it possibly cost himself a chance of a podium. Oh, Frisky, but he made a big mistake in qualifying, which cost him a chance in Q3. And he's possibly cost himself a chance of a point. A rare point. Jacobs charged through the field. I wanted Jacobs loaded his default setup. 1.4% leaders. What a season this has been. What a season 1 and season 2 to start in the first Wednesday of January is set up to be absolutely fantastic. We're going to have Nick Mania back, who's going to finish 5th in the championship. Well, he might. Yeah, he might. Dan Murphy may push him. We're going to have so many drivers that can push Matt to the limit. We're going to get so many different podium runners, no doubt about it. Now Granty Boy right behind the back of Drakatos. My word! The mistake by Drakatos has really put him into the clutch of the Granty Boy. Haas versus Alfa. I tell you what, that brings LeRonic's back into a podium. With Drakatos' mistake and his penalty. And I tell you what, their soft tyres just starting to drop off. I wonder if their softs are starting to drop. And in fact, it could be LeRonic's who has the last laugh here on the hard tyres. Drakatos will be off the podium as it stands all of a sudden. 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And again, lock up from Drakatos, but they're all nose to tail again. Hills are right behind his McLaren teammate Dan Murphy. We'll watch out for that one. And Frisky now 3.5 off Jacob, but he'll be praying for an error, a front wing change, anything out of these two. But Granty Boy and Drakatos are 2 very clean races. Round the outside for Granty Boy into turn 1. Can he take 2nd place? Well, Drakatos going to fight him for it. They're side by side. Granty Boy with the inside line this time by and gets through into 2nd place. Drakatos won't give this up. It's his turn with the DRS. Granty Boy defending the inside line, pushing Drakatos to the outside of the track. Can he sweep round the outside? The answer is yes! What a comeback by Drakatos! Absolutely fantastic racing. Brilliant between Drakatos and Granty Boy. And I'll tell you what, they will both appreciate that. They will both be loving that. But it all helps Leronix, who'll be looking at his first podium as it stands. Dan Murphy's been passed by Hills-Rapp for 7th place. Stan right behind the back of Lucas for a top 5. He'll be ruining his mistakes, but what a battle between Drakatos, Granty Boy and Leronix, and here we go again. Oh, and Granty Boy mistake. Are those soft tyres giving up? Leronix may have the last laugh here. Lucas defending hard from Stam, I can see in the map. Granty Boy this time is not close enough. No side-by-side action this time. No, Granty Boy just can't get it done. And Stam does get past. Lucas won't fight this too hard of his penalties and doesn't, and Stam into 5th place in his return. Whew. What a great race. And still Frisky just prays for retirement somewhere, anywhere, except for the driver behind him. New Life still going well in 12th place, by the way. Good to see. Drakatos' penalty. I think Leronix can smell a 2nd place here. For his first podium of the season, I tell you what, he's going to be up there next season. No doubt about it. The final few laps of Zenith. While I'm here, I want to take some thank yous to the likes of the admins. So Lucas and BP have done a fantastic job this season, helping looking after the league. Dan Murphy, so big thanks to Dan Murphy, helping the league going during the mid-season, setting up the Discord while I was taking a mini hiatus. Did a brilliant job along with Slim, along with Matt. Thanks to Matt, my co-commentator at the start of the season, now in the races himself. Thanks to Matt, thanks to Slim, Lucas, BP, admins. Dan Murphy's done a fantastic job keeping the league going. Last 3 laps, and of course thank you to everyone who's been watching this season. We had some fantastic viewer figures, and thank you to the drivers, all the drivers, the full-time drivers and the part-time drivers who have filled in to help make this season one incredible season. 31 different point scorers, 18 different podium runners, could be 19 if Leronix gets over the podium. 8 different winners. It's been an incredible season. The championship was decided early, albeit different case next season. New Life is out. And it's in the pits. Oh, it's in the pits. No safety car to end it. Frisky's just praying for retirement. Granty, here we go again. Granty Boy and Drakatos down the inside, and this time Granty Boy's got enough. All this battling has let Matt 2 go out front, but this time Granty Boy's through. Now will Drakatos fight it again? No doubt he will. Oh yes he will. He's forcing the gap. He's forcing the gap on the inside, and back through goes Drakatos. Yellow flags. Oh no, is it Frisky? No, it's not. Oh, I saw a Renault. It's just New Life's AI retiring. What a battle to finish the season, and I cannot wait for these guys to resume it next season. Drakatos, Granty, Leronix. As it stands, Leronix will have the podium. Drakatos, he knows he's got nothing to lose. It's the last race. Now, Jacob's got past his Sammy. Frisky's pitting. Is he going for the fastest lap? Is Frisky going for the fastest lap here? It was sadly won't be a bonus point because he might get lapped. That could ruin it. He's not in the top 10, which is why he didn't get a bonus point. Now, here we go again. Drakatos and Granty Boy side by side. And it's again. Granty Boy takes it. But Drakatos will have the DRS. 2 laps to go. This is an absolutely fantastic battle for the podium places. Granty Boy now in second. Where's Drakatos? Granty defends the inside. Drakatos round the outside, and he's done it again. Has he? Has he? Side by side, they bang wheels. They're still side by side. This could end messy. Thankfully, I think Drakatos has got the move done. This is brilliant. Granty Boy fighting hard, and Leronix has got the best seat in the house. My word, what a way to finish the season. Oh, a little bit of a tap there from Granty Boy. Says, come on, let's go. What a great way to end the season. Stan's only 8 points. 10 seconds, 8.9 adrift. Hills are up right behind Lucas. T. Sammy is on for a point as it stands. Here we go up the hill for the penultimate time. Final lap starts now for the champion. But as we look behind, here we go again. Granty Boy goes to the inside. Where's Drakatos on board? And LeRolex gets through! Oh! The German driver took his opportunity. I think he's got the best tyres out of all of them. He could take second place. Hilsrup's taken Lucas. Drakatos trying to get back. LeRolex goes in late on Granty Boy and can't get it done. Oh, opportunistic move from LeRolex. Now Drakatos back on him. Oh, yellow flags. It was for the McLaren. I think it was for no, I think it was for Hilsrup who made a mistake. Last lap. Who's going to finish second place? Matt 2 is about to round John Cow. And there he is. What a season for the champion. He's going to finish the season ending winning the last 2 races. Around the final corner. Matt 2 wins the final round. He wins in Brazil. But who's going to take second? It is Granty Boy. What a drive by Granty Boy. Second for Granty. Third for LeRolex. His first podium on the final race in Zenith. What a race by Granty Boy. What a race by LeRolex. And what a race by Drakatos. Stan takes 5th. It's Hilser at 6th. Lucas may not keep that. Dan Murphy 7th. Great result for Dan Murphy. Lucas has spun it! Where's Frisky? Where's Frisky Biscuit? T. Sammy. Lucas can't get going. Oh no, Frisky, if he hadn't have pitted. No, Frisky's not going to... T. Sammy took 8th, by the way. Oh, if Frisky hadn't have pitted, he would have got the point. Oh my word. He'll be happy to finish. Oh, when I saw Lucas spinning, I stood up and thought Frisky had a chance. He finishes the final race in 11th. He just misses out on the points. What a great final race. Richard Ball says, come on, Granty Boy. Dan Murphy, driver of the day. No penalties. Yeah, that's a very worthy shout. My word, what a final race. What a final race. Great podium. Matt 2 wins it. Just ahead of Granty Boy. Just ahead of LeRolex. Drakatos did have that podium. But he pushed them all away and made it a fantastic race. Another virtual trophy for the Dutchman for his cabinet. What a way to end the season. And what a cracker we are lined up for next season. Those results, I think that puts Dan Murphy 5th in the championship. I think Dan Murphy has repassed Slim. We'll post the results on social media, of course. But I'll tell you what, again... Oh, LeRolex saying the game put him on hards instead of softs. Well, Granty Boy fastest lap as well, so bonus point for Granty Boy, 19 points. I tell you what a season. Again. Oh dear. So, I don't think anyone's going to join me in the commentary box. My voice is gone anyway. But guys, thank you for this season again. Thank you to all the drivers. A big shout to Dan Murphy again, to BP for hosting all the races, by the way. Hosted all the races, done a fantastic job. Slim kept the season going with Lucas, with Dan Murphy. Matt being my co-commentator for a long time. It's been an outstanding season, guys. I cannot wait for next season. Let me get that season 2 lineup. There you go. Nick Mania, Crazy Power, Mercedes, Lucas, LeRolex, Ferrari. What a team. Red Bull, Drakatos and Jacob. Slim and Hills are up in the Renault. Granty Boy, Schumi in the McLaren. Jamie 1, Dan Murphy, great little Racing Point team. Simona, Matt 2 in the AlphaTauri. Belter, Matt and BP in the Haas. Nova and Frisky in the Alpha. And Jonathan Cox and Flying Soz. And of course you've got the reserve drivers as well. My word, we've got the champion on board to sign us out. Matt, for you, it was a pretty ordinary race, but it was all going on behind you.
Yeah, it of course from the outside it looks like a really lonely race for me, but it's just I spent probably 3/4 of the race just looking at the delta to the guy behind. Is he in the DRS? Is he out of DRS? How much is he closing in, or how much am I pulling away from him? It's just it's a stressful race, but I'm happy to come out on top.
And for next season as well, you've got to be. I bet you can't wait because you've got a great battle on your hands.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. Should be very good with all the new drivers that are in, and of course the older drivers that have been here for quite a while. And yeah, hope it'll be a very close season next season with me on top, of course.
I think it is. You know, we Dracotos, Granty Boy, Leronix have already showed they're going to be on you. Slim's going to be there. You're going to have Nova back for a full-time season. Simon, Jonathan Cox flying sods. Nick Maynard's going to be back. Jacob, yep. Hills are up. It's just the names of drivers are going to be in it next season. Jamie Wan's finding form late on. It's going to be a hell of a season. First race is on the 6th, the first Wednesday in January. I can tell you that. But Matt, we'll come back to you shortly. Granty Boy, well done, Granty Boy. What a race!
Wow, that was an incredible race. So I had a right off battle with Dracotos, man. Fair play to him. We had a few touches, but yeah, I wasn't expecting a podium today. It was very a stressful one, to be honest. Especially to pull out the mediums to get onto the softs. They were on like 70%, so I was hoping not to get a puncher, to be fair. But yeah, no, it was a good race.
Especially after the start. The start was awful for you. You were battling your teammate Slim, and it was second, but you had to drive through for that.
Yeah, that was definite. Obviously, I was going to let Slim through. He had more of a fight on hands than myself, obviously taking second in the season, which I'm very proud of. And obviously, Slim was still fighting for points. So letting him through, and then he had like some mistakes with his wheel. And yeah, just obviously when he DNF'd, it was a bit unfortunate, and obviously just kept going ahead and tried pushing for podium, I suppose. It was a really, really good race.
It was an absolute cracker. That battle between you, Leronix and Dracotos was absolutely fantastic. Like you said, a couple of banging of wheels, but that was just, that's what you expect. It was that much of a great battle. Looking to next season, mate, second in the championship this year. I bet you as well, more battles like that, more races like that. I bet you can't wait for next season.
I can't wait for next season to start, but if I get any battles and Matt 2 goes ahead, I feel like it's going to be him again. But I'm hoping to battle against Matt 2 next season, so make it more of a struggle for him to go ahead and win the second season.
It's all about consistency. It's all about consistency. It's especially next. It's going to be so many of you taking points off each other next season. It's just got to be podiums, isn't it? Is that what you're aiming for? Race podiums, if anything?
Yeah, race podiums is definitely the way forward. I mean, there's, as you said, everybody takes off points from anyone. So it all depends on how the first race goes. Well, I mean, in Australia last season, I kind of binned it for podium.
Oh, yeah,
so
that massive massive flip, didn't you? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the Stuart was okay. I remember that. That was funny.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, hopefully less DNFs, more knowing on what tyres to actually be on, because I did kind of mess myself up a few times this season for that. So hopefully just get to know more of the tracks and what tyres to actually be on for the stints. And yeah, hopefully fight for that too. So I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, mate. Well said. Well said. Guys, that is it. Have a great Christmas. Have a great New Year. And we'll see you nice and refreshed in 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure it's January the 6th. The first Wednesday in January anyway. Australia, we do it all again, guys. In the meantime, thank you for watching this season. Thank you for everyone who's been part of it. It's been amazing.